for some application. Okay, so that application part is amplifier in this chapter.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so I'm teaching transistor this thing for amplifier application. So my main objective is to use the transistor to amplify the signal in this chapter. Okay, apart from that, at the end I'm going to teach how we can use transistor as a switch also. Okay, so switch in the sense we can use transistor in something called gates. Have you done gates in 12th standard? Digital
Yes.
logic gates.
Yes.
Yes. So inside the gates, you find transistors only. So I'm going to teach how we can use transistor to as a switch, in the sense how we can turn it on or how we can turn it off. That at the end I'm going to teach. Right now I'm concentrating on analog application where we can amplify, boost the signal. Suppose, say for example, I'm speaking on microphone and I want to amplify the signal. The amplified signal I'm going to hear on a speaker. So in between the processing, signal processing is what? Amplification. So we are trying to understand how we can amplify or boost a signal. Is it fine?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Again, before I start, today is my last session. Next session onwards, new faculty is going to come. He's going to teach operational amplifier. This chapter, to close this chapter, I am going to take extra classes. Okay. So I'll talk to Divyanshu. I'll fix a time, and whenever you are free, right, I'll take some extra classes and finish off this chapter. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes. Okay. So in the previous session, we did load line and operating point. Any doubts in this?
No, sir.
Any doubts in load line or operating point? I hope the concept of load line and operating point, both the concepts are clear now. Fine. Okay. Okay, let me draw fixed bias circuit. This is the circuit what we did in the previous session, right? You remember this? RB, RC, and supply voltage VCC. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this we call it a fixed bias circuit. So there are some issues with this. We'll try to understand. Okay. Say suppose the supply voltage VCC varies. Supply voltage VCC varies. Actually, this VCC is a DC supply. Do you remember? We use this supply to bias the transistor. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Is it like this? Okay. This DC, say suppose there is some variation in this. Unwanted variation. I don't know why it is happening, but it happens. Suppose if it happens, will it disturb the stability of the circuit? If VCC varies up and down, my question, will it disturb the stability of the circuit?
Yes, sir.
In the sense, will the operating point Q, will this move? Will it move? Will it, in the sense, the operating point Q, will it move up and down? Will it start varying?
Yes, sir.
Why it varies? What
So
is the
because the
reason?
equation of the line, sir, load
Yes.
line.
Yes. So in the load line coordinates are 0 comma VCC by RC and VCC comma 0. So if VCC starts varying, the load line keeps moving up and down, right? The slope of the line keeps changing. If that is the case, will this operating point, will it shift up and down? I think I had drawn load line. Yes, this is our load line. So if VCC starts varying, right, will this operating point, will these operating points Q4, Q3, Q2, Q1, will it be different? Will it start moving up and down?
Yes, sir.
Yes. That means the circuit is not stable. So before we apply signal to the circuit, we must ensure that the circuit is stable. In the sense, operating point Q, this should be stable. Then only I can say the circuit is stable and we can apply signal. So how to ensure it? How to ensure this? Here the circuit is not stable, this operating point is not stable if supply voltage starts varying. How we can overcome this drawback? How we can overcome this drawback? Anybody in the class?
Sir, by the application of diode to make DC current.
Okay. We'll try to understand it in a better way. Suppose I ask, what is the voltage at the base of transistor? VB. Suppose I ask, what is the voltage at the base of transistor? Can you answer this? Anybody? What is the voltage at the base?
VCC minus
Yes,
V-
VCC minus
VBE base energy.
VBE. No. Is it not VCC minus IB into RB? What are the currents that are flowing in this circuit? One is the base
Yes.
current IB, one is the collector current IC, and one is the emitter current IE. Do all agree with this?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
So if I ask you what is the voltage at the base, what is the voltage at the base of transistor? Is it not VCC minus IB, the drop across RB resistance, IB RB?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now, is VB equal to VBE? Just see. Is the
Yes.
potential at the base with respect to ground, is it not equal to VBE?
Yes, sir.
Yes. All of you getting this? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So if suppose VCC varies, if VCC moves up, example, if VCC move up, will VB value increase? Will it rise? Will the potential at the base rise? Again, I repeat, if VCC value moves up, if supply voltage starts varying and if it moves up, will the potential at the base increase? Will it also move up?
Yes, sir.
Yes, because VB is VCC minus IBR. Am I correct? Yes or no? No
Yes, sir.
response. Yes.
Yes, sir.
So the entire variation VCC, right? You find it appears across the base of the transistor. What happens if VBE value moves up? If VBE value moves up, will the base current rise? Will IB increase?
Yes, sir.
Why IB increases? Unless you revise, you may not understand. Why IB increases? Do we know the input characteristics of transistor? Is it like this? Exponentially it rises? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So if VCC value rises, if VBE value changes, will the current rise?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So you find the base current changes. If base current changes, what happens to the collector current? What is collector current? IC is beta times IB. If the transistor is in active region, IC is equal to beta times IB. Do all agree with this?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So if IB rises, collector current also rises. Means our operating point shifts. It keeps moving. Right? Why it keeps moving? Because we have plotted collector current. We have plotted collector current as a function of VCE. So if collector current keeps moving up, see base current, if earlier if it is 1 microamp, now it changes to 2 microamps. If it changes to 2 microamps, will collector current change? Will I get this characteristics now? I've changed the color of my pen. Can you make out? Earlier, the base current is 1 microamp. So collector current is this much. Now it has changed to 2 microamps. Example. So will collector current, will it also change?
Yes, sir.
That means will the operating point shift from Q2 to Q3?
Yes, sir.
So you find the operating point shifts. I hope now you are getting how the operating point shift if there is variation in VCC. Getting it? Yes or no? Can I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Others? Only one fellow is responding. What about others?
Yes,
Have
sir.
you followed this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Now, to overcome this drawback, what I will do is, I will connect a resistor at the emitter. Deliberately, I will connect a resistor at the emitter. Say RE is my resistance. Since we have connected the resistance to the emitter, RE is the resistance. Fine. What advantage we have by connecting resistance RE? Do we have any advantage by connecting resistance RE? Do we have any advantage? Anybody in the class?
Emitter current can be controlled.
Current can be controlled. Can you tell me what is VBE now? Earlier VB was equal to VBE, that was equal to VCC minus IBRB. Now if I ask what is VBE?
Sir, VB minus IERE.
VB minus
IERE.
voltage, VE I will write. Voltage at the emitter. Fine?
Okay, sir.
It's easy to understand. VBE potential difference is voltage at the base minus voltage at the emitter. Potential difference between base to emitter. Is it fine? Can I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Is VB equal to VCC minus IBRB? VB, this one?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. What about VE? Is it IERE? What is the current that is going to flow through emitter, this thing? Is it IE? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Is it flowing through resistance RE? So if I ask you what is the potential at the emitter, is it IE into RE, the voltage drop across the resistance RE?
Yes, sir.
Yes. All of you getting this?
Sir, will you please explain the voltage at emitter?
Yes. Again, I am going to explain. Please concentrate and listen. VBE is VB minus VE. Any doubts in this part? The initial part, VB minus VE part?
No, sir.
No. Okay. What is VB? What is the potential at the base? It's very clear. VCC minus IBRB, which you have already done. Correct?
Yes, sir.
What is VE part? What is the voltage at the emitter with respect to ground? If I ask you what is the voltage at the emitter with respect to ground,
0.
is it 0?
Yes, sir.
Why it is 0?
So because we have done ground earthing.
Is there a resistance present now? Earlier, this emitter was connected to ground. Means emitter was sitting at 0 potential.
Yes.
Now, is it connected to ground? Is emitter connected to ground?
Yes, sir.
No, there is a resistance RE, no?
Oh, okay, sir. Yeah.
Now I have connected resistance RE. I have modified the circuit. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So if I connect resistance RE to the emitter, what is the voltage across the emitter?
Sir, IE, RE.
Is it not the drop across RE resistance?
Yes, sir.
What is the voltage drop across RE resistance if IE current is flowing in this?
IERE, sir.
IE RE.
Understood, sir.
Yes. So this I can further write it as VCC minus IBRB. Is IE equal to IC plus IB?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Into RE. Can I write it like this? Is it fine? Is it okay? Any doubts
Yes,
in
sir.
this?
No, sir.
Yes. Okay. So this is our VBE potential. Okay. Now imagine VCC goes up. The same problem. VCC goes up. Tell me what happens. If VCC goes up, earlier we had VCC minus IBRB. Now we have a term VCC minus IBRB minus the extra term. Is something getting subtracted here from this VCC minus IBRB?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So relatively speaking, can VBE go up to this much extent? What we had earlier?
No, sir.
Why? Why? What is the reason?
Because IC plus IB into RE is it's
It is
subtracted
getting
from-
subtracted. That means VB value will change, but it won't change this much what we had earlier. Because we have an extra term IC plus IB into RE, which is getting subtracted. That means by connecting RE, what advantage we have? The variation RE is absorbing. Are you getting this? The variation RE is absorbing.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So VB values remains more or less stable. VB value remains more or less stable. Why it remains more or less stable? Why it remains more or less stable? The reason is if VCC increases, IB increases. No doubt. Any doubts in this? If VCC increases, current IB increases.
No, sir.
No, sir.
IC also increases. Do you agree with this?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So if I subtract from VCC the current IBRB, IB is the current component, the voltage drop is IBRB. And again, if I subtract IC into RE, IB into RE, this variation in VCC is getting absorbed because I'm subtracting this extra variation. Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
In short, I can say, if VCC goes up due to some reason, this extra part, this will also move up. When this moves up, this also moves up, this component. So since it is getting subtracted, VBE remains more or less constant. That means the circuit is almost stable now. Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So how we have achieved stability now? How we have achieved stability in operating point? By connecting resistance RE. So I'll write here stability of the circuit is improved by connecting RE, emitter resistance RE. Please make a note of this, very important. This is how we can improve the stability. Can I proceed? I hope the fixed
sir.
bias circuit is clear now. Any doubts in the fixed bias?
No, sir.
No. If I ask you find base current by giving VCC, VB and RB, are you in a position to solve?
Yes, sir.
Yes, because we know the equation. I hope all of you have noted down this equation. IB is VCC minus VB by RB. Have you
Yes, sir.
noted this? Yes. What is VBE value? If I say silicon transistor, what is VBE value?
0.7.
0.7. Okay, 0.7. Say I have given VCC. VCC is say I have given say 8 volts. Okay, and say I have given resistance RB value. Some X value I have given. Some kilo ohms. Say 10 kilo ohms I have given. Can we find what is base current IB?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, easily we can find.
Yeah.
Can we find what is IC?
Yes, IC equals beta IB.
So we know the relation between IC and IB. So it is beta times IB. So if in the question beta is mentioned, if you go and buy a transistor, no, in the specification sheet, he will mention the value of beta. The vendor will specify the value of beta. Say it is 100. So once we calculate IB, easily I can find 100 times IB. The IC value we can find. Is it clear? If I know IC and say I know VCE, suppose I know what is the value of VCE. Are we in a position to find resistance RC? Can we calculate RC?
Yes, sir.
We can use equation number 2.
Yes.
Yes.
Where IC is mentioned, VCC we know, VCE also we know. Easily I can find resistance RC. Okay. Is it fine? Sometimes in the text you find IC is given ICQ, VCE is given VCQ. Can you tell me what is this? What is ICQ and what is VCEQ?
Sir, at a particular quiescent value.
Exactly. Collector current at a particular operating point or a particular quiescent point. Right? Since operating point, we also call it as quiescent point. Right? We denote it by ICQ. We denote it by VCEQ, the voltage. I hope this is clear. Don't get confused. Right? Don't scratch your head looking at Q. Q is nothing but the collector current at operating point. Collector to emitter voltage at operating point. That is VCEQ. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So in the exam or in the test, if all these values are mentioned, easily you can calculate using equation 1 and 2. Fine. If suppose RE is given, then you may have to modify the equation. Suppose RE is given. What modification I have to do now? Can you tell me what modification we are supposed to do now? Anybody in the class? Suppose I ask you what is IB? Equation number 1. It gets modified. What modification we are supposed to do? What should I write IB? Will it be VCC minus VB divided by resistance RB? Look at the circuit and tell me. Just look at the circuit. Look at the circuit and tell me. Hello, am I audible?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Just look at the circuit and tell me, if RE resistance is there, what is IB? I want you to try. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, am I audible? I'm having some network issues. I'm at home actually. Am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. So can you tell me what is the base current value? If you look at the circuit. Okay, I'll make it very easy. What is the IB current flowing in this? If I connect a resistance RB here, is it the potential difference across this resistance divided by RB?
Yes, sir.
What is the potential difference across the resistance RB?
VCC minus VB.
VCC minus VB.
Yes,
Voltage
sir.
at the base is VB divided by RB. That is what I have written here. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Can I write VCC minus? What is VB? Just look at the circuit. What is VB? Is it VBE plus IERE?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Because the potential at the base with respect to ground, this is VB. Is it visible what I'm drawing?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So if I ask you the potential at the base with respect to ground, then I have to take this loop. And if I take this loop, it is nothing but VBE plus IERE. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes. But be careful, VBE plus IERE will be within the brackets. Divided by resistance RB. Is it okay?
Yes.
So this is my equation number 1. So if resistance RE is added, you must be really careful. This will be our equation number 1. Right? Is it okay? Now, if IE is not given, don't scratch your head. IE, I can write it as IC plus IB. Do all agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. IC, can I write it as beta times IB?
Yes, sir.
Now the entire equation unknown is IB. You can just check. Left hand side is IB. Right hand side you find VCC, VBE, IB and RB. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So I can modify this and write if you want. IB RB is equal to VCC minus VBE minus, now I have IB within the brackets 1 plus beta. Am I correct? Just check. Take your time. Take your time to digest this and let me know whether it is correct.
Sir, but we didn't multiply RE, sir, in the last time.
Huh?
RE.
Yeah. Correct. Now is it okay? Is this fine now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Any doubts in this? Others? See, understand when we are doing, especially in our this thing, if you take up E and C branch, you must have real patience to solve the circuit. If you are taken electronics branch or electrical branch, you must have patience to analyze a circuit, to solve a circuit. Then only you can fit in this branch. You are fit in this branch provided you have patience to analyze. Okay.
Sir, when will be the quiz?
Huh?
When will be the quiz conducted?
Quiz conducted. I've just started, man. You want me to conduct quiz right now? I'll post the questions. Will you answer? I haven't completed. You don't want to sit in the class. Hmm? Is it, who is that fellow? Let me know. Who is that fellow? Don't hesitate to speak. Huh? You don't want me to take the class and then conduct a quiz. You want me straight away to post the questions. Are you in a position to refer books and answer?
No,
Let me
sir.
know. Huh?
Take the class, sir.
If I ask a question on this circuit now, are you in a position to answer? Can you do the analysis and let me know the resistance value? Suppose I ask resistance value in this circuit. How will you solve? I am teaching you how to solve a circuit. These things are there in your syllabus. I can't straight away explain the practical things in this circuit. Who will do the analysis? If you open the text, you take hours, you will scratch your head. You won't understand the entire text or even the notes. What will you do? I am teaching you step by step how to solve a circuit, even a transistor circuit. So
Sir,
you must
that
have patience.
we are
Yeah,
sorry.
you
We are
must have patience and you must note down whatever I am teaching. That's a must. Don't simply listen to this like a story. Note it on a book, on a sheet of paper. Maintain a separate notebook. Else I can't help. Okay. Now, IB, I can take it common, the left side IB. And can I push this right side IB coefficient to the left side and write it as RB plus 1 plus beta times RE? Just check. Just check this.
Yes, sir.
Yes. And on the right side, we have VCC minus VB. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Is this? Yes. So what is the base current IB now? If I ask you what is base current IB?
VCC minus VB divided by RB plus
Yes.
1 plus beta.
So you get a long equation now. VCC minus VBE divided by RB plus 1 plus beta times RE. What was the equation earlier? It was very simple. Earlier it was VCC minus VB by RB. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Now by adding a resistance RE, the equation has changed. And this is the base current equation. All of you please make a note. If I connect resistance RE, this is the base current. Getting it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes. If I ask you what is collector current, you need not spoil your head. It is very simple. What it is?
VCC minus VC divided by.
No. It is IC equal to
Beta IB.
Beta IB.
as simple
Yes, sir.
as
Beta IB.
And if I ask you what is emitter current in the circuit?
IC plus IB.
IC. Do you understand how to find all the three currents in the circuit now, given a circuit?
Yes, sir.
Sir, so if RE isn't present, VBE will be given or something will be given, right, sir?
VBE is not required because we know silicon transistor VB is 0.7.
Yes, sir. That is what I meant. So RE is
Yeah.
not given, then we have a simple equation, the first one.
Simple equation will be VCC minus VB by RB.
Yes, sir.
With RE, the analysis becomes slightly complicated. It gets slightly complicated, but still you can get the equation of IB. Okay. Is it
Yes,
fine
sir.
now?
Yes, sir.
So once I know the currents, if I ask you what is VCE, if I ask you what is VCE, now look at the circuit. Have you drawn the circuit in your notebook? Look at the circuit and tell me what is VCE. Okay. Are you in a position to answer what is at least this one, VC, voltage at the collector?
Sir, VC will be VC minus VE.
VC minus VE. Good. VC minus VE. Perfect. So it is VC minus VE. Fine. What is VC?
So
You just scroll it up.
minus ICRC.
Yeah, exactly. Good. What is the voltage at the collector? Is it VCC minus ICRC? Do all agree?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes. So I can write VCC minus ICRC. Fine. Minus. What is VE? What is the potential at the emitter with respect to ground?
0, sir. It was grounded.
IERE, sir.
As in
Now-
IERE, sorry. IERE.
IERE, sir.
Yeah.
IERE.
Earlier it was grounded. Now there is a resistance RE. So what it is? What should I write?
IERE.
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 Correct. So it is IE into RE. Fine. Is it okay?
Yes,
Do we
sir.
know VCC value? Yes. Do we know IC value? Yes, we have already calculated. Do we know IE value? Yes, we have already done that calculation, also done. Do we know RC and RE? Yes. Can I get VCE?
Yes.
Can I get VCE? So this
Yes,
is
sir.
how I can find VCE. Is it okay?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Anybody in the class? Why should we do all these calculations? Why should I scratch my head to do all this calculation?
Sir,
Sir,
solving
requirement
sums will become easy, sir.
Huh?
Solving sums will be easy, sir, since everything will be given in the circuit, sir. So
If I give a circuit to you, why should I do all these calculations? What is the purpose?
To get the collector current.
No, why should I calculate collector current, base current, emitter current, VCE?
Sir, we need to know
the values.
the value so that we don't damage it, sir. That's why.
We don't damage it. Okay. What is our x-axis in the output characteristics common emitter?
VCE.
What is our y-axis? IC. Yes or no? Yes.
Yes, sir.
What type of characteristics we get?
VI characteristic.
Like this, do we get?
Sir, straight line.
Straight line now.
No, sir.
What type of characteristics we get? Output characteristics in common emitter.
Yes.
Do we get a characteristics like this? What I have plotted?
Yes, sir.
For a given value of
Yes.
IB? Yes. So if I know what is IB value from equation number 1, so this I can get from, say IB is some X microamps. How I get this IB value? From equation number 1. Any doubts in this?
No, sir.
No. Can we draw load line on this? We can easily draw. Or before that, do we know IC value for a given IB value?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So say it falls somewhere here. This is my IC value. So this is my Y, and say it is in milliamps. So I have X microamps of base current and Y milliamps of collector current I am getting. Okay. Is it fine?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Please wait. I'm having some issues with the net. Yeah. So I'm getting Y milliamps of collector current somewhere here. And for this IC, Y milliamps of collector current, do we know what is VCE value?
Yes, sir.
We have already calculated. We have done that calculation. Yes or no? Say I'm getting some Z volts of VCE. Z volts. I don't know what it is. Some Z volts of VCE I'm getting. Is it okay? Is it fine?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
So will this be my operating point Q now?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Q
So we
point.
did all these calculations to find the operating point. What is operating point? What is operating point?
Sir, it is the intersection of the load line with the
that is our
output
standard
characteristics.
definition. Correct. Perfect. The load line intersection with on the output is our operating. This is a standard definition. Suppose in the interview, one fellow asks, what is the operating point? Explain the significance. How will you convince him what it is?
So voltage and current at which the device can be operated.
Device can be operated. So why should I find operating point? If we ask, why should we calculate operating point of a
Sir,
given
because
device?
if these three values are different than the operating point, or sir, suppose we have a particular IB, if we don't use the particular IC and VC for that IB, we'll damage the transistor. That's why we find operating
Will damage
point
the
for-
transistor. Okay. Anything else? Anything else? Any other information we get by calculating operating point? By calculating IC, IB, and VC?
The efficiency.
Efficiency? No. Okay.
Sir, we
Now-
understand what type of resistances we need to connect, sir.
What type of resistance we need to connect? Okay. That we have already done. RB you know, RC you know. How to design a circuit, that also you understand. Everything is fine. In simple words, can you tell me what is the operating point? I don't want this equation, definition and all. We have calculated operating point. What we can gain from this?
The transistor operates best at that point.
Exactly. So do we understand where is the transistor or the device is getting operated? Do we understand that the operating point, if it lies here, the transistor is in active region?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So why should we find operating point? Just to understand, just to make sure where the device is getting operated. That's why we call it operating point. I want to know the device, whether it is operated in saturation region, active region, or cutoff region. By calculating operating point, now we are in a position to say in this particular characteristics, what I have drawn here, the operating point is in active region, means the device is getting operated in which region? Active region. Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
Yes. That is the importance of operating point. If it is in active region, I can say, yes, the device is capable of amplifying the signal. If it falls in saturation and cutoff region, the device is not capable of amplifying. It is capable under the condition it is in active region. Did I mention this when I explained output characteristics?
So Q point can be in saturation region.
It can be in saturation region. It can be in cutoff region.
Okay.
If Q point is in saturation, suppose if the Q point is here somewhere, I get collector current. This is my collector current, say Y1 milliamp, and corresponding VC value is say Z1 volts. Where is the operating point now? Can you make out where is the operating point now?
Saturation region.
Saturation region.
Now is the device capable of amplifying the signal? Is it in
No,
a
sir.
position to amplify the?
No, sir.
No. So we must ensure the operating point is in which region? Active region. Once we ensure, then only we can apply the signal. Say I speak on a microphone signal, I can apply it to this circuit under the condition the operating point is in active region. Fine. Is it clear? Is the concept clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this an engineer will make sure. He has to design a circuit. So it is not that easy to design an amplifier circuit. First, he has to ensure the operating point is in active region. For that, to design the circuit, these equations are required. Now you understand why we do all this analysis, calculation. It's not a waste. Is this clear? So don't
Yes.
by heart anything. Understand the reason behind deriving the equations. Why we require these equations. Understand the reason. If you mechanically by heart know, definitely it's a very boring subject. You don't feel like sitting in the class. And somebody will ask me when I am going to conduct a quiz. Yes or no?
Good one, sir.
Yes. These equations, definitely it is going to fetch operating point. Parallelly, it is going to fetch marks also. You're going to get marks, no? If you know the equations. Yes. Somebody in my class, higher semester class, pointed out what I can achieve, what I can get from equations. He's telling he can get marks. Yes. Okay. So now, once we ensure the operating point is in active region, no? We are in a position to apply signal to this. So this is our RB, RC, and RE. Okay, I will do one thing. This amplifier part, it takes little time to explain because I have to connect coupling capacitor, all those things. Okay. So shall I stop here and do this part in the extra classes?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this much is enough. If you want to this thing quiz part, 2 questions easily you can answer. This much is enough. What I have done today. Okay. So the amplifier part I will take up later in the extra class. Okay. Okay, then I'll post the link. You click on the link and answer. Each will get 5 minutes. Okay.
Sir?
Yeah.
Excuse
tell
me, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Excuse me,
Sir,
sir. Have we done the self-bias part yet? I don't
No,
think we have.
no. That is what I have to explain the amplifier and the self-bias part.
Right.
That analysis is pending.
Right. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Anything else?
sir, where will you post the link, sir? Chat or
Timeline.
section?
In the timeline.
Okay, sir.
In the timeline, I'm going to post the link.
So
Okay.
when will the extra classes
Okay,
be?
sir.
That I'll talk to Divyanshu, right? And whenever you are free, just let me know. Let me know in the sense you just inform Divyanshu. He will let me know. Okay. So I will tell him to discuss with you people, and then later we can fix a time and take extra. I will take extra class. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So if anybody finds it difficult to attend the class, attendance is not compulsory. That extra class. Later you can refer that recorded video. You can go through the recorded video and try to understand the topic, what I am going to cover in the extra class. Okay. If you find it difficult to attend, you can refer the recorded video. Attendance is not compulsory. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, then I'll stop here. Okay, from next session onwards, new faculty is going to come. He is going to teach the next chapter, operational amplifier and the digital electronics part. So my part is done. The rest, the left out part, I will do it in the extra class. Okay. Thanks a lot. It was a pleasure to teach you people. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Great
Thank
pleasure
you,
to
sir.
learn as well.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you,
Sir,
sir.
you post the link right now.
Yeah, I'll post the link. Okay. You have any issues in basic electronics? No, you can contact me on WhatsApp. Okay.
Sir, how many extra classes will it take to cover the remaining portion?
It all depends on the faculty. 2 more faculties are going to teach now. The next chapter 3 and 4 will be done by his name is Stanley sir, Professor Stanley, and the next part will be done by I think Professor Anita ma'am. Okay.
So I was asking about the extra classes you were going to take. You said the topics are not complete, so you were going to take the extra.
To cover the rest of the topics. No, I may take 2 extra classes. I require 2 extra classes. Okay.
Yes,
Apart from that, if you want me to solve problems, numericals on this, right? It is up to you. If you show interest, I can take extra class and solve more problems, more numericals on this. I can teach you how we can design these circuits. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
We'll miss you.
Is it fine? I hope it
Yes.
is clear.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. We'll miss you, sir. It was a pleasure learning from you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank
I think
you,
you were a really good teacher for us.
Thank you. Thank you.
I will surely miss you.
Hope
Thanks
we
a
could
lot
meet
for
you in
this.
the
Will you come back for electronic students next year as well?
Yeah. I am teaching higher semester electronic students. I'm teaching higher semester. I'm doing advanced amplifier design.
Great, sir.
So if you join our branch, okay, here
Yes,
I
sir.
am teaching.
Damn, who knew?
Okay then. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks a lot, sir,
Thanks
for
a
all
lot.
the efforts.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. I'll close this thing and I'll post the link. Okay.